How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the NECA Ultimate Dog Creature from the 1982 masterpiece John Carpenter's The Thing. I have to say I'm super excited to finally have this guy in my collection. When I saw it revealed at Comic-Con, I was super stoked to get this guy. This is based off of the dog creature from The Thing, starring Kurt Russell and directed by the master of horror, John Carpenter. Let's go ahead and get a quick look around the box, get them opened up, and get a better look at the figure. So on the front, guys, I love the artwork that they did for this release. Yeah, just the red and black, and then you see like the, I guess the dog sort of skeletal structure, and then they have the Thing logo, but it's like in a sort of like an infection where it's spreading, you know. Really love that. Really awesome. On the side we got the same logo of The Thing, NECA Real Toys at the bottom, and on the back have some stunning shots of the figure itself in different variations of it, and we have The Thing logo at the top, and then lastly we have on the other side The Thing logo again, and some more of the, I guess, the infection spreading or the tentacle spreading like in the movie. Get a quick look at the window. We got a nice photo shot of the figure there. And there's a figure, or figures if you want to call it that, in all its glory. So like I said, guys, super excited to finally get this guy and to get him opened up. So with that, let's get him opened up and get a better look at the figure. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get right to it. The figure itself comes with these two base figures. We'll go ahead and start off with the Husky. I have to say the sculpt on this is really nice. I love the coloring on this, minus the only minor detail or minor gripe I have is I wish this was a little bit darker, because I feel like in the movie the Husky had like a lot darker, like black fur. So minor gripe, but I still think the sculpt on this is really nice, really beautiful. And even if you were to just have this as an accessory for something else, I think this is a really nice figure. Like I said, I love the fur effect or the fur sculpt that NECA did on this. The coloring is nice overall, though. I really dig it. There is rotation in the tail, rotates all the way around. The paws, the front paws rather, those have some articulation to them. The head itself does rotate all the way around if you wanted to, and yeah, I mean, you can have him kind of posing like that. The back, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any other articulation other than that. These back legs are just the same. The little, I guess you would call them the paws down here, I like the sculpt of that. Like I said, overall, really dig the fur mold that NECA did here. Really nice detail. As for the other base figure, guys, we have the I guess the Thing creature itself. This thing looks absolutely gnarly. Pretty spot on sculpt to the film, I'd have to say. As for the head articulation, the head does rotate all the way around. Mouth articulation as well. Mouth does open up. And then also there's a little foot up here that kind of goes a little bit up and down. I'd be very careful because I feel like this is kind of flimsy in a way. There is full rotation, but there is a hinge here, so it does come up, but I would definitely be very careful because this is really thin. Seems like there is rotation at the base down here of the neck. There is also rotation back here in some of the other legs or limbs or technicals or something like that. Like I said, this thing is absolutely gnarly looking. You can see the mouth there with the teeth, but overall, solid detail. Really, and that really does look gnarly. Digging the way that this figure came out so far. So yeah, let's go ahead and get him off to the side and we'll get a better look at the accessories. So for starters, guys, with the accessories, I will point this out first. I'm glad that NECA actually included some instructions on how to basically Frankenstein this thing together. No pun intended. But yeah, really nice that they included this, because I'm pretty sure it would be an absolute nightmare to try to get all the different forms and everything together. So really nice that they included this with this release. So another big piece to this figure are these arms. Now, if you remember the movie, the scene in the movie, it's when they're in the dog kennel, obviously with the rest of the huskies. This creature's arms actually burst through the top of the ceiling before it gets torched. But I have to say, man, NECA really knocked it out of the park with this mold and this figure, man. I swear. See the teeth there, just all the bloody gnarliness. The teeth that are here, or nails or whatever, they're like a bit of a soft plastic, but they look pretty insanely cool. The arms themselves, looks like there is movement, or rotation rather. They do rotate all the way around. Seems to be a joint at the, if you could call it an elbow. Now there is no rotation in the, I guess what you'd call the wrist. At least it doesn't feel like it. There's a little bit, but brand new out of the box, guys, so I would definitely be careful. It looks like it can hinge back and forth. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. The nails here at the top, there's some articulation in that too. That's really nice. That's really cool, actually. Same for the other, I guess, claw or whatever. But man, just look at the detail on that. Absolutely insane. The nails look awesome and gnarly. Just the effects, not the effects, but see a detail on this is really nuts. The wash of the blood there, really nice. Really solid, guys. I'm really digging this figure so far. It's really gnarly and cool. Now here's another part of the creature. Another solid part of the, I'm assuming this part goes into either the dog or the other figure itself, but man, the red wash or the red coloring on this is just absolutely insane. You see like the, I guess the bits of flesh or whatever just kind of like peeled back. This is a bit of a soft plastic, so be careful with that, but man, the mold on this is absolutely nuts and grotesque, just like the effects that Rob Bottin did in this film. I mean, they're top notch for sure. Really nice. As you can see, is a ball joint here, so something ball joints onto that for rotation, and then some stuff plugs into here. We got some more pieces that go to, I believe this goes to the dog, if I'm not mistaken. I think this piece is into the dog when you remove the head of the dog. Again, coloring on this is nuts. Really gnarly. You can see the little spikes there, or the little, what I guess would be teeth, I don't know. You see that like the flesh kind of peeled away. Yeah, really crazy scene for sure. The one thing I will say for that scene is my only complaint is they seen the dogs get hurt and killed. I mean, I know it's not really happening, but I don't know. In a horror movie, kill as many people off as you want, but don't hurt the animals, you know? I don't know. But solid detail on this, guys. I'm really blown away by this figure for sure. I cannot wait to get this put together. This figure comes with a lot of tentacles, and a lot of these are bendy, wiry tentacles. So it's pretty cool. You can actually pose these fairly well. Some of these are just like a soft plastic, so you can just kind of like, they're just supposed to be just there, but some of these you could tell that they have like a bendy wire. You can kind of pose them, but really nice detail on this, guys. I really dig it. Again, the level of detail that NECA puts into these figures is absolutely nuts. And not for nothing, but yeah, this is gnarly, man, for sure. I cannot praise NECA enough for this release. Definitely worth the wait for sure, in my opinion. This is one of those bendy wires, so you can actually pose it, you know, however you want on the figure once you get it on there. But again, guys, solid detail on these. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on these because it's a lot of the same stuff, like bendy wire tentacles and stuff like that. I believe this is I want to say, I think this is a tongue maybe. I also got some more tentacles here. Like I said, guys, this comes with a lot of stuff. So it's going to be fun to kind of get all these put together with the forms, with the different forms to have imposed. But again, it's just more of the same stuff. It's just like the tentacles and stuff like that. So really, the customization on this, on these figures, I'm sure is absolutely insane. Now this last tentacle actually has a bit of two things. This is more of a hard plastic. This doesn't pose or bend or anything, but it does have a rotation up here at this part, and this part actually has a bendy wire so where you can pose it. So it does rotate, and I believe it has, I think, looks like it has a way to make it bend. It has a joint on it. I don't want to force it too much and have a video fail. Like I said, I feel like some of these feel kind of fragile. So if you pick up this figure, I would definitely be very careful with a lot of the limbs and stuff like that, and the tentacles. So just keep that in mind, guys, when you're putting it together or unboxing it or anything, because I can see that being a possible issue with them breaking. One of the crazy accessories that it comes with, or I guess parts that it comes with, the dog skull. I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but man, this thing looks absolutely nuts. And there is mouth articulation too. I mean, it just looks really, really insanely cool and creepy and just grotesque and gnarly. And yeah, absolutely love the detail on this. The teeth there, the coloring, just, man, overall, I've said it before, I'll say it again, NECA just knocks out of the park with these figures. Finally, for the accessories, comes with the I guess like a backing for the dog when all the arachnid legs come out of it, and the little like I guess the little tentacles are starting to come out. I did put these on off camera just because the way it comes packaged is this, and then these are separate. Now I will say, be very careful with these. They like the other ones, they are pretty fragile. So, or at least they feel kind of fragile. There is a joint up here, and they do rotate. But again, like I said, I would be very careful with these because they feel really, really fragile. See, like this one moves pretty well. Doesn't go back and forth too much, and then there's rotation at the base on all these as well. So these do rotate fairly well. Again, does come up and down. Is rotation up here, rotation at the base with all of these, and again, the level of detail on this, I cannot praise NECA enough, man. They did a bang up job on this figure, in my opinion. Really, really gnarly. Can't wait to get this guy in, or one of these guys into their forms, because it's gonna look pretty sweet, in my opinion. So I kind of went with the instructions on one of the creatures with this one, but I went ahead and just did a mad scientist Dr. Frankenstein, pieced everything together on this guy. I just went wild with all the accessories, not all of them, but some of them, just kind of piecing tentacles and stuff together. And yeah, it's pure nightmare fuel for sure. Absolutely really, really impressed with this release due to the customizability that you can do. I mean, you can basically just piece stuff together on this thing and make it look as grotesque and gnarly as you want. And that's a big highlight, I would say, for me in this release. I thought that was really nice. As for the other figure, guys, I tried to stay close to movie accurate as possible, per the instructions anyway. And yeah, I think I stayed fairly close to that. Like I said, this is pure nightmare fuel for sure. Huge props going even out to Rob Bottin for creating stuff like this back then. The practical effects, it's absolutely nuts. And if you ask me, the movie still holds up today in regards to the practical effects. But beyond that, guys, I mean, this figure looks absolutely nuts. Super impressed again by NECA for the customizability of this creature, man, of this figure. It's really solid. Really dig this release for sure. So for size comparison, guys, I also wanted to bring in the 40th anniversary poster figure for the Thing to go along with the rest of the creatures. Yeah, I think it's only fitting to have this guy with these guys posed, seeing as this is technically the Thing, right? I love the simplicity of this figure that NECA pulled off. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous figure, but I also really love these figures. The dog creature, the customability that you can do with these guys is absolutely cool. I think NECA did a bang-up job of this, and this is definitely tops for one of my favorite figures of 2023 for sure. That about wraps it up for this video. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of or this deluxe figure package. Are you planning to pick it up yourself? Are you a fan of the original John Carpenter 1982 The Thing? Are you a fan of the remake? Too much CG and a lot of other messy stuff about that movie that I wasn't a fan of. But as for the 1982 version, I'm a huge fan of. I think it's a masterpiece. The practical effects and what Rob Bottin did in that film is absolutely insane. If you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again, guys, for coming back and for the continued support. I really appreciate it. Seriously, guys, I can't thank y'all enough. Until then, we'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy and have a good one.